Good morning, children. Today we are going to see chemistry, the continuation of the chapter coal and petroleum. Okay, so in the last class of this chapter, we discussed fully about coal. Today we are going to see about crude oil, that is your petroleum. So petroleum is a non-renewable resource, which means once completely used, we cannot depend on it anymore. And it is a fossil fuel. Fossil fuel means the resource which is obtained upon decaying of dead organic matter over millions of years. We obtain petroleum from the deep sea. So, it is a fossil fuel which is obtained after the decaying of the sea living organisms. Right? The petroleum, as we know, it is a dark colored liquid and has an unpleasant smell. The petroleum is actually a byproduct of crude oil. Okay, so the word is derived from the Latin, which means petro means rock, oleum means oil, rock oil. That is what the crude oil, hence the name crude oil. Okay, children? Now, open to page number 59 in your textbook and look at the figure 5.4. So, as we know already that petroleum is obtained from the underground layers of the earth. So, what is present in the underground earth? We have the rock bodies and the soil layers, right? So, this petroleum is obtained as a result of the decaying of the sea living organisms over millions of years, right? So the organisms which lived in the sea die and they get settled at the bottom of the sea. Okay, so on the top of that, the sand layers, the rock bodies, clay layer, everything would get covered, and due to the absence of oxygen over millions of years and the difference of temperature and pressure, the petroleum gets formed. Okay, so this petroleum is present in the depth of about 500 meter to 2000 meter. Imagine how deep it is. So under the earth layers, if you dig it for about 500 meter and to 2000 meter only, you can reach to petroleum. Okay, so you know that already that we can take the petroleum and other natural gases from the underground layers by mining. Mining is the process of digging holes to reach to the resources. So you will dig holes or you will put wells under the deep sea to reach to the petroleum layer first, and then you would extract it. So now look at this image. You have the impervious rock. It means the rock layer, and the reservoir rock, that is also the rock bodies only. You have various types of rock layers underground that you would learn in detail in your higher classes. So in between the rock layers you have a layer of water, oil and gas. Right? So this oil is nothing but your crude oil. As I told you already, petroleum is just a byproduct of crude oil. Originally, we get in the form of crude oil. Gas means your natural gas. Natural gas is again a non-renewable resource. Okay. So now you may wonder, ma'am, why the oil and gas is present above the water surface? How is that possible? We have learnt already that this is basic, that oil and gas do not mix with the water, as well as they are lighter than water and hence they float. Okay, so once you dig the wells, first you would reach up in the natural gas and then you would extract the crude oil. Okay. The crude oil, after obtained by digging of wells cannot be used directly. It has to undergo a process called refining. The meaning of refining is to obtain the various byproducts of crude oil for practical applications. We cannot use crude oil directly, children. Once we obtain the various byproducts like petrol, kerosene and diesel, this is what can be used by the human beings for our benefits. Okay, so the origin is crude oil. From the crude oil only we are getting other byproducts like petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricating oil, fuel oil, asphalt and bitumen. So how to obtain the byproducts of crude oil? By the fractional distillation method. What is it? Fractional distillation method. You would have learnt about the distillation method in your lower class. But what is this fractional distillation? It means from one, okay, let us consider this as the input and this as the output part. So from one input you would get various outputs. So this is the fractional distillation setup, okay. The input is your crude oil and you have here an apparatus with fractionating columns like this, that is the branches inside. Each one is called by the name fractionating columns. Okay, so upon distillation and when you get the byproducts as different partitions or as different fractions, then the method gets the name as fractional distillation. So first you will let the crude oil into the setup. Okay, the crude oil is here, it is passed through the tube and here you would have your furnace. So what is the meaning of furnace? To put the flame. Okay, so you are going to heat the crude oil. That is the first step. We are going to heat the crude oil. Upon heating, what would happen? When you heat a liquid, it gets evaporated in the form of vapors. Right? So, the crude oil upon heating produces the vapors which are passed through the fractionating columns. So, the vapors are passed through the fractionating columns. Okay, so here the main motive of refining of crude oil is to heat the crude oil. That is, the heating is done at different temperatures. Okay, so it is done at different temperatures. Now look at here. The petrochemicals at 298 Kelvin, 393 Kelvin, 548 Kelvin, 613 Kelvin. So, the refining of crude oil involves the differences in temperature. The heating is done at various ranges of temperature. Only then the different byproducts are obtained. Okay, so always keep in your mind that the fractional distillation of crude oil is done at different temperatures. Okay, so when the crude oil is heated at different temperatures, the vapors are passing through the fractionating columns. So once the vapors pass through the fractionating column, it starts to cool down. Condensation happens here. Understood? So the vapors which are all passed upon heating, that is the evaporation takes place here, and once it reaches the fractionating column, it starts to condense here and it condenses in the various fractionating columns, giving us the byproducts like petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricating oil. Certain vapors which fail to condense will be released out directly from the fractionating column in the form of gas itself, that is in the form of vapors itself. They are your petrochemicals. Okay, the petrochemicals are released out in the form of gases itself since they fail to condense in the column. Right? Now, the byproducts like petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricating oil means your paraffin waxes, asphalt and bitumen is used in the construction of road. Each has various applications which we can see in detail in the next class. If you have any doubt in the fractional distillation method of crude oil refining, kindly contact me children. Thank you.